Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out the prologue for Infection-Free Zone. The prologue is kind of like a demo, so it goes without saying that everything that you're about to see here is most definitely subject to change. This was created and brought to you by the folks that did 112 Operator and 911 Operator, so if you're familiar with those games, you'll be very familiar with how this plays out. There's a map that you look down upon, and you'll be able to assign units to different areas. Although in 911 Operator and 112 Operator, you are sending police vehicles around and fire trucks and medical transports to pick up people in the event of emergencies. Well, in this game, it's more post-apocalyptic with zombies. You're going to be scavenging nearby houses, getting resources. You can order your workers to cut down trees. You can also control squads, so that's a thing. But yeah, you pick a location. In the prologue version, you could only pick between like a couple of different maps, but from the looks of it, you'll be able to pick anywhere. So you could like fight in your neighborhood, like you could, rescue people in 112 Operator and 911 Operator. So it's kind of cool. It uses like a, real-time, I guess, Google Maps. I'm not sure what map system it uses, but just imagine like Google mapping your house and then, generating a neighborhood around it. That's really cool. I love that. Anyway, so in this game, it's 8 days, at least for the prologue version. It's an 8-day experience. The demo/prologue will cut you off after 8 days, and that's it. Essentially, what you can do is you have, maybe 50 workers, 40 workers, whatever. You can turn those workers into squads that you can move around, assuming you've got weapons to do so. If you have no weapons, they just use knives or machetes or whatnot, melee weapons. And you order them to go into nearby houses and to loot them for there's food, there's ammo, there's materials, weapons, fuel. You can repair vehicles and drive them around. On occasion, you'll get notifications from like your commander or other people, whatever, and it'll tell you go here because we found a gun, or what should we do in this situation. If you, again, 911 Operator and 211 Operator did much the same thing, just constant interruptions when it comes to dialogue. But the map is fairly large. I didn't even get to explore half of it, but again, we only have access to 8 days at this point, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how big the base building is in this game. And yes, you can actually construct buildings in this game. You can convert existing houses into shelters and warehouses and cookhouses, or you can put down like defenses freely on the map. So there's walls and watchtowers and different things like that. So again, I wish I had more time with this prologue. If I got a press key, knock on wood, I would play the crap out of this because I love State of Decay. I love, most like 7 Days to Die. I love zombie survival games, and this game has that. Just as a quick tip, if I were to just give any sort of tip, make sure you build a warehouse almost immediately, because once you're full up on resources, if you try to build other things and you run out of wood, well, everything else is taking up storage. And trying to drag items from like a house to the ground or from your troops to the house that you're in, that can be a pain in the butt. And I feel like this game is it's very, like, you've got to be efficient. Like, the difficulty ramps up fairly quickly. So if you don't do things in the right order quickly, you'll be quickly overwhelmed by what's going on. Yes, you can adjust difficulty in the beginning of the game. That's great, but I would love to see more options to that regard. At night, the workers that are not assigned to a squad, that are out, building or foraging, and yes, there's a menu for that. You can tell the game, I want 50 workers or 15 workers to do this and 20 workers to do this and whatnot. But at night, all the workers will come inside, and that's where the zombie attacks happen. And it's you can kind of kite them pretty easily. They will attack a building that belongs to you, but as soon as like they see a squad outside, they completely ignore the building itself and go after the squad. And then you can just throw the squad indoors. So it's a quick cheaty way of protecting a fragile building and using like a headquarters building as a tank that can soak up a lot of damage while your squad members shoot from inside of it. Although the pathfinding can be a little troublesome at times, like sometimes I can't tell if one of my squads are actually in a building or if they're just like next to it and hidden behind the walls. And oh, my squad just got slaughtered because I thought they were inside but not. That kind of thing. But other than that, like for Prologue, I loved this. I would totally play this again and try to get farther than what I did. But 8 days isn't a whole lot of time. If you want to try the game out for yourself, then by all means do so. The Prologue is free to play. Well, this is Vince. Thanks for watching. Catch y'all next time. Take care.